near post to stop them scoring, and really they've controlled the second half totally. And of course the Spaniards has kicked plenty of people, and Aberdeen players have not retaliated.
Well, we've just now started the first period of extra time. That's 15 minutes each way, of course. Real Madrid now attacking the goal to our right. And they've already brought on a substitute while they're waiting. San Jose, the number 14, is on. Who plays, in fact, can play in defence, can play in midfield. Gonna have to try and work out, Ian, while we've been talking there and looking at the highlights, who they've taken off. But they flicked in there. Certainly Rugby got in a good header and a valuable one there. Cooper missed his kick there, though. Stilicher almost got in. Juanito almost got in as well. And Willie Miller in the end brings it away. And here comes Hewitt now for Aberdeen.
Just trying to have a look around to see who's come off.
It might be Isidro, I'm not sure, but at any rate it's not Juanito because he's on the ball at the moment. Weir didn't quite get there as he might have done, but McLeish did, and Hewitt on the ball, but it's beaten away by Gallego.
Will it be Camacho that's come off?
Yes, it might be. I fancy that might be Camacho on the far side still, but yeah, it looks as though it's Camacho has come off. Well, here's Metcott anyhow. 1-1, remember. Gallego. And it was McMaster got the left boot again to that one. San Jose. So we've got a Juan Jose and a San Jose playing in the Real Madrid side at the moment, but this is Bonnet on the ball for them now. Gallego. Finding Santillana. What a quiet game he's had, and he could still be the most dangerous man on their side, but he hasn't really shown a lot of it yet. But here he is on the ball once more. That's an interesting little overhead kick. They're all waiting. Well, Isidro was in, and that was an incredible aberration by the Aberdeen defence, standing and waiting after Santillana. Ian?
It was Rugby, I think, who stood there and delayed. They all left it for each other. That was a definite chance, wasn't it? There's the overhead kick. There's a delay. That was Rugby right enough. He thought that...
and Neil Cooper as well, I think.
Yes, he thought Cooper was going for it. Cooper thought Rugby was going, and a chance for the Spaniards.
Incidentally, if you're looking forward to seeing tonight's film, The Domino Principle, that will follow immediately after news at 10. I think we could have quite a thriller here now. It's getting a fairly tense period of the night now, with the score still at 1-1. And the big prize to be won by somebody who can just find that vital goal now. Simpson, touch for McLeish. Played back again for Weir. Yes. Brought down, free kick. Do get the impression that Weir is saying, look, there's 2 or 3 times the Italian referee didn't want anything of it, and I think he hit Weir's arm against his own face.
I must say the Spaniards have been putting it about it, haven't they, tonight? And, you know, the forwards certainly of Aberdeen have had to take some stick. And the referee has just let them away with it. I mean, he's not once reproached any of them for doing it.
Now Weir with the free kick. Or will it be Strachan? Now it's Weir. Now it's McMaster. Left boot again. Then with a head. Oh, we lost it for a moment, Stilicher. Santillana. Willie Miller was right at him. This is Angel being chased by Cooper. Santillana again. It was a difficult ball for both of them, in point of fact. It comes to San Jose. There was a free kick for Real Madrid. Simpson maybe just a little too enthusiastic. Aberdeen 1, Real Madrid 1. And we're in extra time in this Cup Winners' Cup final. I think there's suspicion on the bench that they might be falling into their old ways again, Aberdeen, of not hustling quite as much as they should be. There was Santillana up again. And that's fairly frenetic there on the bench. Alec Ferguson and Archie Knox. And somebody is getting a right leathering.
Do you think Fergie's angry there?
I think it's... I'm not sure whether it'd be a good idea for us to lip read or not, but he clearly was trying to get a message through. But it's with Neil Simpson at the moment. Oh, he's done well. He's got past Stielicke. And the cross will come in! Can Cooper get there? It can't! Well, there were cries with Scottish accents all around saying penalty, but the referee didn't want to know, but two players are still down and injured there. Neil Cooper, I think it is, for Aberdeen. And at the other end, the ball hits the back of Juanito. McMaster tries to get the challenge in, and Willie Miller in the end gets it back to Lee. But Cooper is injured. It's a terrible crash as they both went in, and the ball got caught up for just a moment. And suddenly it looked to be a scoring chance on for Aberdeen. That's where the ball got caught up and they both went down.
It was never a penalty because the ball stuck in the mud, and as Cooper tried to retrieve himself, he banged into the defender. But at first, when we looked at it from up here, without the aid of the slow motion, you thought it was a penalty kick.
Not that you'd been biased in any way, of
Not
course.
in the least biased, of course not.
But Cooper is a big, strong fellow, and he's lasted this pace well. And at 19, he's an amazing prospect, isn't he, for Scotland? I would have thought.
See how unlucky he was there. You know, if the ball had run through the mud, he would have just side-footed it home.
That's right. Well, it looks as though Isidro's all right as well. And it'll be a drop ball, I think, somewhere towards the halfway line, which is at the point at which the referee stopped it so those two players could get their treatment. He's taking it right on the halfway line. Simpson. I say these youngsters in midfield for Aberdeen are still full of running. Oh, but that's far too short, and Gallego gets it to Juanito, with Santillana on the far side as well. Strachan couldn't hold him, still with Juanito, but Rugby can. Little touch out there, and Strachan now. He hit it straight at the Real Madrid player, then it came off the referee. Here he is again, Strachan. So difficult to measure the passes, but John Hewitt got the better of that one, and a good one there for Peter Weir. With McGee waiting in the middle, and a corner for Aberdeen. Coming off Stielicke.
Now the referee, I think, is going to book Gallego. Because
Gallego.
he kicked at Simpson. And the referee saw it and then allowed the game to go, so it was a very good decision, actually. I'd like to see more referees doing that. He let the play go on, and then now that it's stopped, he's gone and booked the Spaniard.
A good spot, Ian. We didn't see it on the picture here, but he clearly did. He waved that yellow flag at the Real Madrid number 6, Gallego. And we're now with this corner for Aberdeen. Slightly lower trajectory this time, and floated back across the goal, and a goal kick. Coming towards 10 minutes of the first period of extra time gone. Can you imagine what taking penalties would be like on a night like this?
Oh, yeah.
At the end of a slog like this, when everybody is tired mentally and physically.
I would dread to have it, Brian.
And Alec Ferguson was telling me just before the start, he hasn't even stopped to think who the 5 players will be who will take them. He said, we want to think very positively, and we want to win it either in 90 minutes or in extra time. We don't want to think about penalties at the moment. Rugby gets it back to Willie Miller. Good sturdy influence Miller's been tonight.
Yeah, he's played well, hasn't he? In fact, McLeish has played well too, apart from the mistake with the pass back, but they're a very sound partnership at the heart of the defence there, and both of them played very well.
It's the 23rd Cup Winners' Cup final. 5 British winners so far. Aberdeen seeking to be the 6th. as Hewitt goes away and is brought down. Now from this angle you couldn't see whether it was inside the box or out.
He's given a corner kick.
I think he's given a corner in any case.
Well, I thought he played the ball, Brian. I thought he played the ball here. He managed to block the ball in the... So
and a corner it is.
Yeah, fair decision.
And Peter will take it. Hewitt and Rugby. Cooper and McLeish are there too. Aimed towards... Oh, goodness, that nearly got in. Rugby's header.
Good header by Rugby.
So they continue to make the chances, and Real Madrid continue to make these little sporadic breaks, and the game is still beautifully balanced between these two sides. It's McMaster now for Aberdeen. Real knife-edge stuff. You have to accept that it's not been a classic, but then you wouldn't really expect it on a surface like this. But it's certainly been tense all the way through. It died for a little spell in the first half, but the level of tension has been pretty high, as you'd expect in the cup final in Europe. This is San Jose, substitute number 14. And this is Bonnet. Angel. Metcott. San Jose. Coming a long way back, but McGee just had a little pop at him. That was going to be difficult for Stilica, but he kept his head and just chested it down. Finds Angel. Angel again towards Santillana. Juanito. And a crashing shot there. I think it was probably from Isidro, but it, fortunately for Aberdeen, didn't get through. Juanito again on the ball for Real Madrid. And Hewitt doing well. What lovely skill. But then in the end, gets no further. Oh, a little bit of shirt tugging, a little bit of elbow in the face, and I have to say that Hewitt started it with some shirt tugging. And they're going to bring on Salguero, who's a defender. And it's going to be Isidro who comes off. So they're taking somebody who's been playing sort of wide on the left side of midfield and bring on Salguero, who's a defender. Also favours the left side. And it's a free kick for Real Madrid. Stilica. San Jose. McLeish's header. Got a good distance on it and good direction too. Straight to Strachan. Go on. Bonnet. Real again. Angel. Chipped into Juanito, to Santillana. And a deflection, I think probably off a defender, yes, for the corner. And still on these breaks, they look as though they can still unsettle Aberdeen. As we come to the last minute of the first period of extra time. Juanito with the corner for Real Madrid. Metcod forward. Santillana's in there. Salguero, the substitute who's just come on, is in there too. And a tremendous shot by Santillana, beautifully saved by Leighton. And Hewitt getting himself in a pickle. What a good shot that was by Santillana. Slightly off balance, but caught it beautifully on the volley for all that. Stilica. San Jose. Coming forward again. Angel. Metcod. Referee already looking at the watch for the end of the first period of extra time, sauntering about in that Aberdeen half of the field. Now, Juan Jose couldn't keep it in. It's Weir's throw. And that was the shot by Santillana, and Leighton really big behind it. It's McLeish. Long ball searching forward there, but Salguero just got the touch. The back pass that Hewitt would have fastened onto, I fancy, had it gone all the way. Weir, nice little touch there. Now McMaster, gently forward, Weir, and off the defender for another throw. But no time to take it. That's half time of extra time, 15 minutes now to go before we get to penalties. And indeed, for those of you turning on, hoping to see tonight's film, The Domino Principle, I have to tell you we're in extra time here in the European Cup Winners' Cup final in Gothenburg. Aberdeen 1, Real Madrid 1, coming to the last 15 minutes of extra time and possibly penalties. Why don't you stay and enjoy a bit of football with us? And The Domino Principle, the film tonight, will follow immediately after news at 10. So Aberdeen then get us away at the start of the last quarter of an hour of tonight's action, with the possibility of those dramatic penalties coming up ever closer.
Now, would you believe the rain has stopped, Ryan, in the last couple of minutes?
Where he certainly hasn't stopped. It's not a bad cross. Salguero there, just turning it back. The number 12 has come on, Salguero. Incidentally played, he's now got the ball at the moment. Played for Castillo, the Real Madrid nursery side, when they played against West Ham in the Cup Winners' Cup. A game that was played behind closed doors at Upton Park after a few problems in Madrid. Gallego, Stilica, Juanito, Santillana's in there too. Still with Juanito, trying to get all the way, but fortunately for Aberdeen, showed just enough of it for Leighton to come and pounce. San Jose, Angel, Salguero. Some backpedaling going on here. Let's hope it's not a back pass. No, McLeish decided against that. In any case, the whistle had gone for an offside against Juanito. I wonder how one or two players are beginning to feel, if they're beginning to think at any rate about the penalty situation. You would think Gordon Strachan, who's missed the last two, would not be relishing the thought. I imagine Stilica, who missed one in that dramatic World Cup semi-final for West Germany against France, would not be relishing the thought. And in fact, I imagine none of the players out there would be any too keen on it.
And he gave the foul for the Spaniards.
And the foul, strange, and the free kick goes to Real Madrid. 13 minutes to go. 1-1 the score. Tremendous test for this young Aberdeen side. Average age 23, remember. Real Madrid vastly more superior. More experienced, rather. With people like Stilica. Metgod. Stilica. San Jose. San Jose again. Salguero's gone more or less left-sided midfield, aimed in there towards Santillana and to Juanito. Gallego playing it to Juan Jose. This cross coming in, McMaster getting a useful little header away. And a good, strong challenge again for Aberdeen by Simpson. Here's Strachan. Hewitt outside him, now Hewitt. Fairly fresh legs there. But he took a little too much. Santillana, again very deep. Salguero, Juanito, Stilica. The Real Madrid drum still beating out. The Aberdeen fans cheering their team on. Still 1-1 with just over 10 minutes of extra time remaining. This is San Jose for Real Madrid. A little flick in towards his captain Santillana. McMaster being chased out there by Juanito. McMaster keeping good control, and a nice pass there for Simpson. And a chance again for Aberdeen to make the break. Can they find the goal that really matters in the 10 minutes or so that are left? 1-1 still. Peter Weir. Chance for his little cross in there towards Mark McGee, flicked on towards Hewitt. They've got nothing there. The flag was up for a foul by Hewitt on the keeper. Few hopeful shouts for a penalty, but I think it was a long way from that. Keeper quite clearly going for the ball and taking it. And then really struggling to get to it. Well, he would be a manager.
Actually, this reminds me very much, Brian, of the Winners' Cup final I played in for Liverpool up in Glasgow against Borussia Dortmund. The conditions were exactly the same. It was lashing away the whole day, and they gave it into extra time there as well. Unfortunately, of course, we lost it, but you know, the way the game has gone tonight reminds me very much of that game.
Well, here come Real Madrid now. Played towards their captain Santillana, but very well watched again by Willie Miller. Simpson getting it to McMaster. San Jose. Tackled by Hewitt, but still got the ball to Metcud. Gallego. Angel. And the flag was up. That's a free kick to Real Madrid. I think Aberdeen were quite optimistic about it going their way. But Juanito is going to take it. Again, they've got Metcod forward. Salguero's in there. Santillana, dangerous in the air, of course. Gallego, also there. Juanito with the corner. McMaster with a good header away. But it comes to Juan Jose. Nito again. Juan Jose. Aberdeen have got to find some strength in those legs to hustle for a few more minutes yet. And they've done so. Weir. That's a good ball from Peter Weir.
Wow, what a fantastic goal. And Peter Weir started it with the ball down the line. McGee took it on, over it came, and there was Hewitt at the back post. The Aberdeen fans are going mad behind this here. Tremendous scenes.
That's the real Peter Weir. And that's the brilliant John Hewitt. And that's 2-1 to Aberdeen. And about 8 minutes now for them to concentrate and to survive. Stilica, a long ball forward again. McMaster up there once more. Just keep getting it forward. Peter Weir. A foul given. A free kick to Aberdeen.
What a position to be in now, Brian, eh? 7 minutes to go. All they need to do is just keep the head, play nice and sensibly.
This reminds me a bit now of Aston Villa last year when they got their noses in front against Bayern Munich. And you wanted them and willed them to hold on. Good turn again, and it was a foul on Mark McGee. Well, the clock will almost stop for them now. But they're still going on. It could be another one. The keeper did well there to save from Weir. Now can Real Madrid pick themselves up from this position? No, Cooper says, get into touch.
That was Mark McGee actually there, Brian. Got himself into a lovely position, first clear. I mean, that would have been lovely if they managed to score with that one.
So it's Stilica. It's Juan Jose, and Aberdeen have got to hold them out. Towards the keeper, Jim Layton, no trouble. San Jose, that was a good bit of control. Salguero. Gallego. Hewitt has got right back there, got a useful little header in before Juan Jose could do anything about it. Di Stefano's going mad on the line now. To get his side, he hopes back on terms. No mistakes now must come from Aberdeen. There's another cross and a dangerous coming into their box, but Leighton again is there. The watch says a little over 5 minutes to go. Wasn't a very good clearance by Leighton, but fortunately for him it came off a Real Madrid player and it's gone for an Aberdeen throw. Getting frantic on the bench with Jim Leighton. They were saying, get that ball forward much more than that. 5 minutes left. Can Aberdeen become the 6th British side to win the Cup Winners' Cup? Spurs in 63 with Bill Nicholson. West Ham in 65 with Ron Greenwood. Manchester City in 1970 with Malcolm Allison and Joe Mercer. Chelsea in 71 with Dave Sexton. And Glasgow Rangers in 72 with Willie Waddle and Jock Wallace. And here are Aberdeen looking to make it 6. Rugby now on the ball for them. And that's a cross in, but it's a keeper's ball. A little throw out to Juan Jose. A little under 5 minutes left. Gallego. Time hangs really heavy for them now. It's flying by for Real Madrid. Salguero playing the long ball forward. Willie Miller gets it away. It needs somebody to control and hold it, as Mark McGee did then. And now Simpson. And played it once more for McGee. Can he finish it off now? No. Weir. Jinking run, but Juan Jose not happy with perhaps the roasting he got from Peter Weir a moment or two ago with the cross that led for John Hewitt's second goal. And there's animation around the place now. And a free kick for Aberdeen. On my watch, just about 3 minutes left. McGee must have used an elbow or something there on the Real Madrid player San Jose, so it's a free kick for Real Madrid. 2-1 to Aberdeen. Well, that clock says 3 minutes to go. Willie Miller away, and that's an interesting ball. The keeper's got to come right out. Now what? Well, if Strachan can get it off him, but he can't, but it's Aberdeen's throw.
Well, it's all happening now, isn't it? In the last 5 minutes, Aberdeen's had a couple of chances. That was almost going to be something a bit special if Gordon had managed to get the ball off him.
Well, certainly for British football, it'd be lovely to see them do it. Hewitt, man who scored that second goal.
Yes.
And a shot just wide from Simpson. Because they're a very good club, Aberdeen. They are well managed and well run.
A super club.
I think every Aberdonian now is biting his nails, wondering if his team can just hold on for this little bit longer. Rugby has gone like playing it back to goalkeeper Jim Leighton. We're inside the last 2 minutes now. Salguero right back there.
There's an up and under.
A real up and under there from San Jose. And it's with Strachan. Oh, that's a free kick, surely. Well, he said no. Well, how can he not give a free kick there? There you go. Stilica. Played in again for Bonnet. Now for Angel. Oh, and he's given a free kick now. Now this could be a problem for Aberdeen. A free kick for Real Madrid, about 2 yards outside the penalty area, with 1 minute of extra time remaining, and we've already said about fears we have of Juanito, who bends the ball, and he tried to play the ball through too quickly, and he's going to have to take it again, presumably because he took it before the referee indicated. Well, if Aberdeen survive this, they've almost certainly won the cup, but can they survive it? And who's behind it this time? Salguero's there. It looks as though it might be a blast at goal. It can't really be anything else. And the referee wants the Aberdeen wall back another couple of yards. Salguero with the blast! Right past the post. When I saw that go past the keeper, I thought for one horrible moment it was going into the corner of the Aberdeen net. But no, it's past the post as Jim Leighton went flying across his goal. And Aberdeen are almost there. On my watch, there are 5 seconds of extra time remaining. All they've got to do is just keep their heads for a second or two more. They've done it! Aberdeen have won the Cup Winners' Cup by 2 goals to 1. Eric Black and a brilliant headed goal by John Hewitt. The goal scorers for Aberdeen. And Juanito from the penalty spot for Real Madrid. What a marvellous finish for Aberdeen, when it looked as though their heads were down a little bit when they were pulled back to 1-1. But then they found some fresh reserves, particularly in the second half, and they, in many respects, dominated the second half, but then got a winner that was thoroughly deserved when Weir went down the left and hit that beautiful cross in for Hewitt to come soaring in and put it into the net. Willie Miller coming to this side of the field and applauding the Aberdeen fans. And indeed, they should be applauding these men in red tonight, because Aberdeen have done them proud. Tremendous performance by Alec Ferguson's side. And Aberdeen, with still the Scottish Cup to play for, have already got the Cup Winners' Cup. And this is the moment that made it for them. As Peter Weir went down the left, a superb cross in. Look at that for a header from young John Hewitt, had only just come on as the sub. John McMaster, who thought his career was finished with a really serious leg injury, gets a Cup Winners' Cup medal, as we see again the moment that decided it all from John Hewitt.
It was a brave header as well, Brian, with the goalkeeper coming out towards him. Kept his eye on the ball. Tremendous night, isn't it, for Aberdeen? All the town has been red and white all day with the thousands of fans that have come over. It's marvellous for them that the team have won the cup.
As you can see, the first time they've ever been in a European final, and you can't do anything better than win it. And Alec Ferguson there in the midst of his players. In fact, they're trying to lift him. Two of the players have lifted him shoulder high. And taking them across there, that's what the Aberdeen fans wanted to see. Peter Weir there, whose lovely cross, number 11, whose cross led to that winning goal. And I have to say, away off the picture, as Archie Knox gets his, the right-hand man and assistant manager gets his bit of glory, away out of the picture, there are 11 men in an all-white strip who just don't know where to put themselves. Real Madrid. A brilliant battling performance in the most appalling conditions by Aberdeen. And there'll be a little celebrating to be done in Gothenburg town tonight. And you might do a bit of it.
Only if you invite me. Yes, I should think there'll be a few bottles getting cracked. And they thoroughly deserve it. I mean, the players, I'm so delighted for them, because I've followed Aberdeen through the tournament, been to see the earlier rounds, and to see them getting this far and then winning it is really tremendous.
Willie Miller, a brilliant captain tonight. Look at them. They are so overjoyed. It's brilliant to see it. And the cup will be presented by Dr. Artemio Franchi, the president of UEFA from Italy. to the winning captain, Willie Miller. The Aberdeen fans have plenty to cheer, as at this moment, Willie Miller, an excellent captain on a difficult night. And there's the other captain, and that's the other side of the story, of course. But that's the happy side, with Aberdeen winning their first European trophy. And the way they're managed and administered, you have the feeling it won't be the last. Neil Simpson, the young man, number 8 in midfield, who had a tremendous battle right the way through it. Mark McGee, who kept fighting and kept being fouled, but he kept going on. John McMaster, Peter Weir. Lovely cross for the goal. 26 goals this season for Mark McGee. Not one tonight, but some along the way that helped. Big Doug Rugby. And they're all getting a turn. Eric Black, whose goal got Aberdeen on their way and then went off. Gordon Strachan, sprightly little player. Neil Cooper, who battled in the middle of the field. Alec McLeish, whose mistake led to the penalty, but who recovered well. And the big defender there, Stuart Kennedy, he's a big man in many ways, who wasn't quite fit enough to play. Goalkeeper, the reserve goalkeeper, Brian Gunn, the big fair-haired lad there, only 19. A real team performance.